is all about you. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, folks? Doug Rice. It's the Doug Rice Show. Well, the Doug Rice Show. What we're talking about, the Doug Rice Show. I'm Doug Rice. Of course, I'm fucking Doug. That's about as much dancing and singing as you'll get from me, folks. How the hell are you? How's it going, everybody? Hey, yes, Doug Rice. All right. 6:12 in the evening. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I, in fact, am Doug Rice. Thank you, one and all, for tuning in, for making yourselves here. We're going to trip the light fantastic. It's going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing because, well, it is fucking amazing. Well, folks, this chick, Bobart, punish Bobart for saying racist shit. Please, why bother? If they punished each of them that said racist, prejudiced, hateful shit, they'd be punishing all day. That's what we do. That's what they do. All right, so how's everybody doing? How's everybody's hump day going? Hope everybody's doing well. I did decide to shave a bit. I also cut the hair. I do that myself. I do. I cut my own hair. I look in the mirror and I cut my own hair. And I do well. I save $20. Few things men need to learn how to do. The first thing they have to do, of course, is learn how to tie a goddamn tie. Do that first. And whatever you do, do not let a strange woman tie your tie or straighten it. If that woman is not your wife or your mother, trust me, don't do it unless you mean that's a very personal thing. Just saying, men, tie your own damn tie. That's the first thing you learn. Okay? Change your tie, tie a tie. And then, of course, the apex of manhood is when one finally learns the art of cutting one's own hair, folks. That's when you're fucking grown. You understand that, guys? That's when you're grown, you know? In a marriage, you can be right or you can be happy. You learn that. You also learn, stay out of women's business. Men, I will tell you, just walk the fuck on by. These are the gems you pick up as you get older. You know, you start farting mummy dust. Shit like that. Welcome. How's everybody doing? It is Wednesday. It's the 8th of December, and you know we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary. Listen, just before the 6th of January rolls, I'm not going to be seen. I'm going to be taking some time. I'm going to be getting my zen. I'm going to be getting my center, okay? And on the 6th, on the 1-year anniversary of the event, I am going to give a show. I am going to put on some shit. Motherfuckers, we are going to do some memory. We are going to remember. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you something. Sweat is going to pop off this motherfucking face when I celebrate 1 year of caucasity gone wild. Every last motherfucker better tune in because I'm gonna make it memorable. We're gonna remember together. You know. Now, here's the deal, man. It's not that I don't want to, listen, I'm not trying to foment revolt. First, let me explain. I haven't said this in a while. Folks are, you're fucking stirring the pot, Doug. No, I ain't stirring shit. I believe you motherfuckers. Y'all are dangerous. Okay? Each of one of you that identifies yourself as white people, you're dangerous. Okay? I believe you. Nothing against you. Listen, I've watched your movies. I've seen the levels that you can go to when it comes to destroying human life. In how you portray it in movies and how you have done it in real fucking life. I have the goddamn photos. I've got the proof. I got the fucking receipts. Don't think I'm forgetting. I am not. So please don't think for a goddamn split second of time ad infinitum that I might be suggesting we as Hebrews, Negroes, trapped within the confines of this penal colony built for us, by us. Don't you think for a moment I would dare challenge any of you to pick up anything in relatable terms that could be misconstrued as arms against your oppressor? Hell no! There are no Nat Turners. I will not recommend. No, the victims, the carnage. Listen, if you don't think they'll kill us, listen to me, okay? I want you to go back to January 6th. I want you to remember the vigorous activity that occurred on that day. And then I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine every last one of them looking like me. And then I want you to think of the carnage that would ensue. Motherfucker, please. Do you know, listen to me. The highlights, the movies, the fucking, let me tell you something. The fucking repeats, the fucking YouTube videos of brothers and sisters going down. Let me tell you something. Millionaires would have been made on YouTube. The amount of views would be staggering. Motherfuckers would be popping dollars, just mowing us down. You know what I'm saying? In full high definition, motherfuckers. Don't y'all play no games. Act like these motherfuckers won't off every last one of us. Stop! No, it's true. Put a brown face on every single motherfucker that broke into the Capitol. And then imagine, if you will, what they would do in response. Fuck that. Here's what you do. Okay, let's imagine the unimaginable. Let's just say they held their mustard. Let's just say no one died. I know, it's a far reach, but let's do that, okay? No one died that was black on that day. No deaths. The mirror image of what happened with black faces. Let's just say that happened. All right, now let's fast forward to today and let's talk about the time that would be given out. Do you think folks would be getting, 18 months, 3 years, time served? Yeah, it's no big deal. It's whatever. They went home? Oh, no. You think that would happen? We go home? We went back to the hotel? I don't think people understand what happened. All these people went out of their fucking goddamned minds. Let me tell you something. Folks hung the fuck out. There's plenty of time. They could have locked DC down and gotten everybody. And made a real clean sweep. Oh yes, elected officials and all. This would have been a wrap just a few months ago. We all know this. Folks, stop. If it had been us, the fucking shit would have been done. The time would have been done. The prisons would have been built. The towns would have been, and these motherfuckers would have been starting to fuck one another so that their fucking parole officers that ain't born yet can go to school, graduate, go to justice, get a few years under their belt, get the badge, and then take the oath. And then by that time, you have done about 30 goddamned years. And the motherfucker's ready to have you bring your ass out into society. Say, I read about this when this happened. So you'll be reporting every day and every fucking month to pee in a cup. Yeah, y'all are all just starting to get out now. Was that 30, 45 years ago that what did you do? Did you guys really go in there and put shit on the walls of the Capitol? Good Lord. Jesus. Fuck, I think my parents weren't even born. Your uncle was born, my parents weren't born, and I came. Fuck, it's been, 50 years? Jesus. That was a bad move. It was. All right, listen. You're going to report to the halfway house about down the goddamn street. Okay? I'm telling the fucking truth. Don't you listen to me, man. Listen to me. And every black person, every person they assume and categorize as being black in this country, I no longer accept race. Every one of us would have a side eye given to us, the likes of which we have never felt. You think they look at us now? Oh my God. You think they in our business now? You think they police us now? Have you had look the folks that invaded the Capitol look like me? You think they police us now? You think we got a problem sitting in our car minding our goddamned businesses? Now, had the faces that invaded the Capitol looked like mine, my friends, none of us would have taken the risk, the death-defying chance of stopping our car in sight of an oppressor after January 6th had they looked like me. No. Oh, fuck no! We scared of stopping at stoplights at this point because they can just clip us on sight. He looked like he might revolt. Oh, you think they can off us indiscriminately now? Let us had been the ones to break into the Capitol and made some brouhaha. Yeah. So, you still grinning, motherfuckers? Because that's what this is about. And sometimes, we have to just accept things as they are. This place ain't for us. It's good, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm not fomenting revolt. That's what I was saying. Just come to terms with where we are, who we are, it's good. You guys are not going to change, I don't expect you to, you're not going to correct yourselves, you're not going to punish yourselves. You're not going to punish yourselves for what you do to us. So, you barely punish one another for what you do to each other. What makes us hold our goddamned breath in the likelihood that you'll actually serve justice to any of you that do something to Negro? We have to have been out of our goddamned minds for 60 goddamn years. It's over now. We believe you. No. Maya Angelou, no. No, it's not. It's taken us 60 years, but I, for one, now believe them. That's it. All right. Good evening. Good opening. I like that. It's 6:24. That was a good warm up. You know, it was good. What brings me to the show this evening? I'll tell you. So, interesting tidbit. You guys know the format. So here's what I got. I got a news article. This is what you do. I searched term black news. I came up with this. This slapped me in the face. This is why we're doing this live. White man charged with assault after mother calls cops on block parking attendant. What? I'm nearly scared to read the story. Let me just hit the fucking headline again. Y'all with me? It's coming on the Twitterverse. Check it out. White man charged with assault after mother calls cops on black parking attendant. So the mom calls cops on the black I'm just assuming that the brother went for the car. And everything just went fucking left. I'm damn near frightened to scroll down. Let me first share it. You know where it's at. Rug Dicer, for God's sake. Let's get our minds blown. Here we go. It's right there. Read it with me if you wish to follow along. Rug Dicer on Twitter. Here we go. All right. So, white man in Tennessee has been hit with an assault charge. Really? It'll be dropped to something lesser later on, of course, dismissed. Him then having time served, perhaps no fine, nothing to become of it, and of course, we move on. But I didn't want to get in front of everybody. Just wanted everybody to know what the... Okay, a white man charged in Tennessee has been hit with an assault charge. And his mother fired from her banking job for allegedly harassing a black man inside their apartment complex who was actually a hired parking attendant. Good God. Why does all this stupid shit... Oh, that's because there's news happening while I'm reading news. Let's go over it again. Let me go over listen, here, just read along with me. White man charged with assault after mother calls cops on black parking attendant. By Jessica Schlotterbeck dated today, December 8th at 7:19 in this morning. Okay, everybody got it? Here we go. White man in Tennessee been hit with an assault charge. His mother fired from her banking job for allegedly harassing a black man inside their apartment complex who was actually a hired parking attendant. Okay, so Johnny Martinez was checking cars parked in the River Houses garage for permits on November 27th when he realized he was being watched by two people. See how they just assume that they're here to police folks who look like Negroes. That you don't get it twisted. See, Negroes and folks that look like Negroes and folks they associate with Negroes. Do you understand that? Don't get it fucking twisted. Let's continue. So, realized he was being watched by two people, identified as, of course, Edward Brennan and his mother, Bitsy. Her name is Bitsy. Okay, Bitsy. Martinez told the Daily Beast he worked to avoid them, but that he was eventually approached by Bitsy. Now, folks, how many of us have been there? How many of us have been there, have noticed that we have the eyes of caucasity upon us? We feel the gaze of them upon us, and we know they're attempting to make contact. We are... No, damn! Here's Bitsy. And she approached him. She's like, so here's the deal. Let me look. I minds my fucking business. Even under some suspicious circumstances, I walk the fuck away. Look, I see some shit won't look right, but I'm a Hebrew. We ain't curious. I look at my, I'm like, right? That way. She walks toward what she considers a problem. Now, listen. If this had been a lion, she saw it out of place and she walked toward the lion. And let's just say the lion attacks and kills this poor woman. And now you know they're going to come at the lion for being a lion, and suddenly it's the lion's fault and she made first contact. Now, I'm just asking, she could have just minded her business and never known. These are two people who see us in their sight and feel it is their goddamn duty to police us, to find out what the fuck is going on. See, and you wonder why I said, look, let me tell you something. See, if he had just worked harder at not being noticed, you know, play dumb. I don't even speak language. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not about to do it. Because, you know, if he had avoided, maybe he'd have made like he was, you know, was this an immigrant or something? Maybe he just made, oh, it's something. Then, you know, they would have left him alone. If he'd have been like, I know. Oh, I think he's the attendant at parking. Yeah, okay. That's what would have fucking happened. You know I'm telling the truth. That's fucked up. It's as funny fucked up as humanly goddamn possible. Shall we continue forward? All right. Bitsy. That's worse than Karen. Bitsy? Who the fuck names their kid Bitsy? What's on your fucking mind? You name your kid Bitsy. Don't write that shit down. We're gonna talk about that. Who told you we're gonna name the child Bitsy? We are not gonna name the child Bitsy. You wrote it down? God damn. Bitsy. So, here's the first thing come out of her mouth. You don't belong here. How did you get here? Bitsy, calm the fuck down. You all right, girl? I said, bring it in, Bitsy. They're accused of assault. What is the deal, man? Do you know how fast that went from 0 to 60 because they watched? Here's what goes on in their fucking minds. In their minds, they see us and a play ensues. A fucking drama. Some serious fucking straight up high production shit with lights and music in their fucking minds. And it's glorious. It's glorious. It would convince us, if we saw it, to investigate. By what they see here, when they look at us, strangers, the fucking cinematic glory that occurs between their two ears, if we as brothers and sisters could look and see what they see before they just get in our fucking business, just before they do that, we would literally go, no. What if I saw it, you're right, stop us. You need to stop us every time you see it. If that's what's going on between your two fucking ears, when you see something that don't look like you, if it's drummed into your fucking head to the point that the play, the saga that you put on in your fucking mind drives you to get in my goddamn fist and ask me. Don't even ask. You say, you don't belong here. How did you get here? Not the reverse. How did you get here? You don't belong here. She started with the accusation. She started with the supposition. She started with her fucking conclusion. And you wonder why I say get that goddamn grin off your faces. I wonder, did he smile before she said that? To appear to look innocent? Because it came across to her like he was scared. And so now it prompted the question, the accusation. But had he had no goddamn grin on his face, maybe she'd have thought about it before approaching. If he had given her a look of just, please don't open up your Karen mouth in my goddamn presence right about now. And she said, well, maybe I'll call somebody. So it would have been, you know what? We'll go over here. What's going on? Nothing. Just, I think he might work here, maybe. Because he looks like he's about to just put us both somewhere and we will never return. But what he did was, I bet he went high, and that was all she needed. When he said hi, he showed his teeth. She took that, that primordial Neanderthal relatable threat, and teeth took that. You don't belong here. What are you doing? How did you get here? Man, you do understand. I'd have clowned her. Man, you do understand you've lost your mind. You've asked me why I'm here. Well, if you'll stop screaming at the top of your lungs, coming unglued at every turn, if somehow you take your medication, perhaps you should drink and bring water with you before traversing outside amongst normal, otherwise, regular people. How did I get here? I don't belong here. You know what, ma'am? You're right. I don't belong here. How did I get here? Ma'am, you brought me here. Should have thrown her off. I would have fucked with her a little bit. I mean, how you don't belong here. How did you get here? Ma'am, you're absolutely right. 400 some odd years ago, your folks came, got us, brought us here, and you know what? Somehow, out of all the time we've been here, I ended up in this little parking garage with you parking goddamn cars. I've never really thought about it. I am so glad that you asked me, ma'am. My God, I feel better. In fact, I quit. Thank you, ma'am. You've clarified things for me. Dear God, where have you been all my life? She'd have been fucked up. And then I said, no, I'm just a parking attendant. They'd have charged me. Yeah. I'd have got charged because all that would have made her nervous. She'd have probably had some kind of seizure. The dude would have attempted to put his hands on me, a lethal mistake, and then it'd have cascaded. I'm not even, should I read the rest of it? Or I think I've done okay. So there's a YouTube video. I'm not even going to fuck with it. Y'all go ahead and read. Because the story stops with, honestly, the story stops with, you don't belong here, she told him. How did you get here? I don't need another fucking word. I'm done with it. I don't need to read it. So you telling me you sitting there doing your job. Two motherfuckers who stole the entire country the damn parking lot is in got nerve to ask you how you got here, and got nerve first thing out their mouth, these conquerors, these oppressors, you don't belong here. Look, natives must have looked at this story and said, what did she said? What? She just walked up to the first dude she saw, didn't recognize, and said, you don't belong here. How did you get her? Man, I pass by these motherfuckers every day. I want to say that, and somehow I'm able to restrain myself. You'd think she'd do better. I don't need to read anymore about that bullshit. This is what goes. Do you understand? I'm going to tell you something. I'll tell you something about this story. I'll tell you something. You ready? Those two, the mother, the son, I guarantee it. I'll find people that will tell us all that they are decent, that they've never had a racist, prejudiced bone in their body. I'll find people of color that will come to their aid and say, I don't know what you're talking about. They did that? I've known these people for years. I've never. Are you serious? You're kidding. You wonder why I tell the Hebrews to get that goddamn grin off your faces. Because the undercurrent, the underlying attitude, that which is truly held regarding Negroes in this country should scare the shit out of you. And if left to their own devices, if we were here unattended, and there was no consequence, and I mean not the type of a zero fucking consequence that they suffer now for doing something to us, but I mean absolute zero consequence to our demise, what do you think these beings would do to us? Don't even hesitate with your answer. Some of them will tell you to your face what they will do. Still grinning? Does that not at least give you cause for pause that I would be able to introduce to you one or two of our oppressors that would gladly, most assuredly, and in good spirits, look every one of us in the face and tell us the truth? Brothers and sisters, it would, the bone-chilling, direct honesty they would offer, and I don't mean just one or two, I mean like myriads that are chomping at the bit for me to ask them a fucking question and give them the opportunity to say what's on their goddamned mind. Pardon the dude. We'd have a conversation. So don't fault me for doing this. I got to do something, right? Okay. So I put a little poll up some time ago. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I think we're still in the opening phase. Effectively, I asked if I should do a GoFundMe. Now, listen, folks, the reason I'm even entertaining the GoFundMe thing. Okay, look, I say some shit, all right? My boy told me yesterday, I got a mouth. He told me, you say some shit. I'm like, I don't know. One day they might squeeze on you. I'm like, well, I'm grown. He said, no, you should have a backup, and plus, you're good enough, you could say GoFundMe. I'm not asking for money, it's to GoFundMe, it's to keep me doing this. So I put it out there, I have not checked the results. I love doing this, I'm sure you can tell. I have something to fucking say. I really do. So I'm going to ask you, brothers, sisters, Hebrew royal family. Think I should do a GoFundMe or what? Should I do it or what? And if I do it, how much should I do it for? Should I do it monthly? I don't fucking know. Listen to me. I got like zero financial sense. And people know that about me. I don't give a fuck. Because I don't really value money. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't care. I understand I have to have it for pay bills, but I'm really fucked up. So, okay. But I figure if I do a GoFundMe, I could do this. I don't know. Here's what I do know. I'm going to keep doing it either way. So no matter what the vote, I'll do it. And I'll read your replies later. If I stop now, it'll fuck me up. All right. So I'm going to stop that black news because that pissed me off. I mean, give me really? You still got that shit on my... How about, man, you know it's 2021? Are you really like, you don't belong here? You do understand, I've got a phone, man. I'm like, what do you mean I don't belong here? I'm being tracked 8 ways to Sunday. Why are you tripping? Do you think there aren't like at least 18, 19 people? I'm just maybe reaching that don't know where I'm at. And I mean to the inch, man. There's no, they know that I'm here, you're there, he's there. There's no skulking around, man. You don't have to panic. Honestly, man, I could be in your bathroom upstairs and you were like, I don't care what you do. Motherfuckers know you're here. So please don't panic because you see a black person in a place with no visible escape route. That's what's got you freaked out. So you can't simply walk the other way because you're in a parking garage. You don't know what the fuck to do. What's wrong with you? Do you need a hug? Because I'm not going to hug you. Hey! I'm a little caustic. I got a little attitude. Maybe a slight chill. That's as close as I'll fucking admit. Black news. So the mother said, go read the shit. I'm not reading it. Fuck that, because it'll piss me off. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, there we are. Black news, more black news, more black news. Anything, I mean, we're kind of, I don't want to say, we're on the other side of things now. I mean, I'm reading shit, now I'm reading shit about us bringing folks to justice, shutting folks up. Not too much, on the other side. It's like from this side, it's almost kind of reverse situation. Benny Thompson holding him on the court, and you know what I'm saying? That's got to be awkward. Benny is, Benny's brother. Benny's a Hebrew for real, so, right? And it's got to sting to have Benny Thompson all up in white folk business. Boy, I bet they, man, on like several different layers and levels that just transit time, space, and it's just quantum physics, the amount of mad these motherfuckers are. Seriously. Understand what we're talking about here. We got 2 sisters, furthering Trump investigations, one in New York, one in Georgia. We got Benny Thompson looking up Trump's ass. We got, what's going on? What's going on? We got brothers and sisters in the mic talking about holding court. It's not a good look. Makes them nervous. And yet here the fuck we are. What do you think's going to happen next? Because they keep telling us that they're plotting something, that they're arranging the pieces of the fucking puzzle just so that when a vote comes, they can just flip a switch and say, fuck that vote, we got this. And then let me just tell you something. Hebrews run for the goddamn hills. Mentally. Whatever. You know what I mean. You can't get away. I'm just saying. Just remember. You understand, right? Because those of them who are, kind of, scared, and so they show strength because they're afraid, they're taking over the ones that are actually not out to do shit because they're not afraid, but they're also not really brave. So that's what's going on. We got the people who have thinned themselves out and left themselves with draft dodging, coward, privileged ass old men that shake their fist and say somebody's taking something from them. See, those guys, their fathers funded the wars that thinned the herd. And now we got nothing but scared, weak, or we've got, unthreatening but docile. And since we ain't running shit, we're not running a damn thing. That's how it's got to be. So we got the 2 worst of the worst in charge, and the worst is overrunning the weakest. And it's fucked up. And it's literally going to cost us blood and treasure. If we're not careful to stay the fuck out of it. To just make sure, folks, you understand, we're not in this fight. You look at me, I look at you. We have a same and similar history. We're brought over here as captives and then enslaved. I hope everybody understands that. First, we were captured. And being held captive for the purpose of enslavement is a different kind of hell. I don't think you understand that. Hunted down, specifically targeted for historical purpose. The foundation laid before the hunt began. Foundation of white supremacy laid thick, then transferred to a strange land and let free. That's when they began to hunt us. The reason this is all true is because of the breeding farm. You see, that's what tells the story of their intent. Cap it off. Cap it off. If they wanted just anybody, well, they just would have picked from the indigenous population already here. But no, they had to travel miles to get specific people, to bring them here. And this wasn't just on a whim. This, like shit, takes time. Well laid out plan, a sinister plot to hide us, to make us forget, to make us embrace that our beginnings start with stepping off a ship onto these shores. We search for our history, and when we don't find it, we make up some fucking shit. Juneteenth, Kwanzaa, shut the fuck up. You want history? Look to scriptures, specifically those they claim are not scriptures. Look to the Apocrypha. Oh yeah. Because there's a consistent theme throughout the scriptures they call not scriptures that points at specific individuals doing specific things. Yeah. Dante Fortson, Hiding the Hebrews. Available on Amazon Books. 99 cents or some shit. It's beautiful, beautiful price. Short, sweet, to the point. Hey, it's serious. So understand that us being here, I'm not just whistling Dixie, interesting term. I'm trying to tell you a story. It involves our origins. They want to eliminate our origins while adjusting their own. Fuck that. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. Jeez, I've been on here for a minute. I don't know. All right, folks. So that's, hey, black news. All right. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. We're still getting fucked with. Why is Tiger Woods coming back? Wasn't he in a car crash? What is he doing? Is he trying to embarrass himself? Was somebody paying him? Tiger, listen. We barely took you back, bro. After their whole fiasco, we decided to let you back in. Now you trying to, you're doing some crazy shit. Listen, let's just go sit down, relax, take some money, keep giving to black charities. And then, I'll leave him alone. They sentenced Scott Peterson to a second life term because the judge eliminated jurors who were pro-death penalty. How much justice do they fucking get? Really? See that? Meanwhile, we who sit on death row, up to the wire with evidence that shows that it was not us, won't be admitted because of another legal snafu, and unfortunately, you gots to go. Oh, no second chances. We're not going to put you on trial to put you to death again. We're just going to do it. No, you're not Scott Peterson. I'm sorry. You don't get a second chance. You don't need to look at evidence. Do you understand that's what they're doing? We don't need to look at the evidence. No, you understand. There's evidence to prove my client is innocent. Well, he admitted it, so whatever. You understand? The DNA evidence shows he wasn't even there. Do you understand? It's a statistical, empirical impossibility that he did this crime. Yes, but he admitted it, so he'll have to go. Wow, really? But Rittenhouse got what? Okay, right on. I mean, as long as we're even, as long as everything's, fair and shit, and as long as you keep fucking grinning, then, then they're gonna keep doing what they fucking want to keep doing. You feel me? Thoughts and prayers, motherfuckers. Right? Right? Can't we all just get along, right? Right? I mean, eventually they'll get to correcting themselves, won't they? Right? I know, you're not liking me now. I understand. I'm a bit of an irritant. All right. Pelosi won't forgive Trump and his lackeys for inciting the January 6th Capitol attack. She won't forgive them. That's just going to break their little hearts. Well, because, they were vying for Pelosi's forgiveness this whole time. And now she's publicly said she will not forgive them. Well, I think they're all going to go home now. It's over. I think she just broke up the whole thing. Oh, God, Trump's leaving. All his supporters, they're going home. They've turned their back on Trump. Trump's going to jail. It's all falling apart. All based on the fact that fucking Pelosi won't forgive him. Heartbroken. Why did they print this shit? Why did they print this shit? Pelosi, seriously? Let me tell you something, man. They could fix all of this. This could come to a quick, swift, justified end in a matter of minutes if everyone were black. But everyone is not. In fact, the opposite is true. So, no justice. We'll just let everybody slide for the sake of the country. While we do that, we'll eliminate our own racist history from schools, demand that they stop talking about the truth, and just move on like nothing happened. What do you say? What do you say, brothers, sisters? We go for that one? Okay, well, Pelosi won't forgive Trump. God, I bet Trump's awake at night on that shit. I don't know, folks. What is this? And also, hey, this Candace Owens chick. Did somebody get her a man yet? What's happening? What, man? I thought we agreed that we was gonna get Candace like a ball player, somebody that just gonna just and that we ain't got to hear from this chick for 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were on that. What happened there? What do you mean no ball player's gonna go out? What do you mean? What? You don't got to hear, listen to her talk. Okay, well, just find us somebody. I'm sick of this chick showing up everywhere. I mean, was Dr. Boyce doing something? Because maybe Boyce and Candace can. I'm just tired of her being in the news. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Candace, she's a sister. She just confused. I just don't understand how do you flip sides like that? How do you go all in for the oppressor with full regalia on? I mean, what is the deal, sister? Like, really? Like, you really, 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 really on their side. It's like, will clown us publicly and to our faces in full view of the enemy and do it well. Damn, Candace Owens, will somebody get this woman a man? All that shit this chick do. All that shit Candace do expresses how much she's not getting. Oh my God! Can you imagine the pent up? She'll probably kill herself. I think she probably might. I don't know. I don't know. She'd go and I hope she's good. Wow. She needs a boyfriend. Somebody work on that. It's not going to be me or probably anyone else we might expect. All right, folks. All right. I'm sorry. Did I go overboard? I did a little bit, but I can't help it. Fuck it. And it's Wednesday. It's hump day. What do you want me to fucking do? All right. I'm going to do what I hear you guys suggest on the whole GoFundMe thing. I hope maybe it works. Maybe it won't. I won't tell until after I've looked at this, if they let me continue. But I kind of like what I'm doing, and I hope that you guys do too. Maybe we can, I don't know, avoid caucasity together. Wouldn't that be fun? Huh? Just pow, 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 pow. Like Jedi Knights trying to avoid, using the Force to avoid. No? Something? Just shaking it off like a dog shakes off fleas. No? What kind of comparative can I, just stopping. Okay, guys. So before I lose my voice, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much. Doug Rice, the one and only. That's where this will be if they process. Again, the question, GoFundMe or not, I don't know. I'm weighing it out. I'm going to see.